with the force of the Phoenix!
Alright. The Michael Jackson twirl in the air.
Nah, for real.
Enjoying my reactions, but you don't feel like waiting a week for the next upload? That's cool, because I got you covered. Chances are, by the time you watch this show on YouTube, I'll already have the full seasons available over on Patreon in their complete unedited glory. All you gotta do is become a tier 2 patron. And if you just so happen to be a viewer who wants to request things from me, such as movies and shows, then you can take your loyalty even further by becoming a tier 3 patron. The ball is in your court, and I'm completely at your service. So take advantage of these opportunities now.
Yo, what's going on, you guys? This is your boy RBG, aka the Random Black Gamer, here with my lovely wife Johnny Lee on the ones and twos, and this is Weaintseenit Reactions, the place where we react to everything we ain't never seen. And if you read by the title, you know what time it is. It's time to have a historical beatdown with more Record of Ragnarok Part 3. Ooh boy, the last time we left off, man, we were able to actually see some filler. Y'all know I was gonna have to hit you up with it. Yeah, man, we had to watch that filler, which was unfortunate, but we did get introduced to some of the players along the way, like Nostradamus, who I guess we're gonna see somewhere in one of the later rounds, and we also got this guy by the name of Qin Shi Huang or Wang. Which is a very cool fighter that's very proficient when it comes to reverting the enemy's attacks back at them. You know, this guy, he is what I call a pathfinder, you know, a guy that finds his own path, and that's going to be the right path for him, man. What did you think about these episodes?
I agree with you on the first one. You know, we got to watch a lot of nice filler, and like I said, at least we got a refresher, you know. Right. By the way, this is literally the moment right after the first reaction we did. I am sick. We are actually both sick, but he's almost over it, and I am not. So if I sound like crap, that would be why. I probably should have said that at the beginning of the last reaction, but oh well. But yeah, the first episode was a filler, but the second episode, like once they got into it, they really just got into it, which I appreciated, because we didn't need this long, ridiculous entrance. We didn't need this long, ridiculous whatever else we need to do. We just kind of got into it, you know. Hades was out for blood. He was like,
Trying to get that get back, man.
He was. And so, you know, I can appreciate that when we could just jump in there with both feet and get started and figure out what's going to go on.
So let's say we go ahead and see how this fight is going to continue or potentially end, because we don't know how long it's going to be. So this is going to be episode 3. Ooh, that rhymes. Anyways, let's do it. Here we go.
Shi Huang. He appears in numerous ancient Chinese texts and mythology in a stunning variety of forms. He's a giant with the head of a bull, 4 eyes and 6 arms. In the Shuyichi, he eats iron and stone with a mind strong as copper, stubborn as iron, as the god of military arts. His power wrought the bow, sword, halberd, lance, and armor, known as the 5 tools of war.
5?
But are any of these myths the truth? No. In ancient China, a king did not simply become a king. They were merely permitted to be kings.
Really?
The unification of the nation was declared by the king of Qin, and he embarked on his campaign in the east. Seeking the mandate of heaven as other emperors had before, he petitioned the god of military arts, Shi Huang. There is one man who knows the truth. Qin Shi Huang.
Shit.
I do.
I knew it wasn't Quinn.
My boy gonna stay dragging whatever that big sushi roll is.
We'll find out how to pronounce this man's name properly.
The king of Qin, who managed to topple the 6 states. Here, you've got nerve, I'll give you that, king. All the other would-be kings that came before were shaking at the mere sight of me. Alright then, your sacrifice shall be the blood of 10,000 of your people, and you will kneel to me.
I've got your sacrifice. See? I came prepared.
Oh, now that's the right attitude.
Got your dollar.
What's the meaning of this?
Nobody's being sacrificed from my village.
The soil of Qin is delicious. Go on, give it a taste.
That's
disgusting. You still don't get it, boy. I am a god, and without my permission, you cannot rule. I will not allow it.
You'd have me kneel down before a creature as hideous as you?
Oh.
I'd rather die.
How dare you?
Have you no
When you
shame?
put shoes on like that, you just stop
You're
caring.
nothing but a man-eating monster. But once I've killed you, Shi, I'll become the king of the beginning.
There you go.
Lawfully.
Run that back. You know when that little it's about to go down.
Yeah. Yeah.
When the person starts choking when they whistling. Damn.
Dropped him good.
The demon god Shi Yu lasted for 6 long days.
Oh, wow.
The king of Qin emerged victorious.
Oh, with the Randy Orton
The
pose.
history of China was then in the hands of humanity. The king of Qin performed the Fangshan ceremony at Mount Tai and assumed the title of Qin Shi Huang.
What kind of technique is it? From what I saw, the energy from Hades' mighty strike was redirected and sent right back to him.
Yep.
That's why he was laid out with his head tilted back, y'all.
All that power of the gods sent directly back to its sender.
Something I've been meaning to ask. Go on.
They ain't gonna let us forget this man
Your
thing, no more.
opinion.
And I don't blame him.
What makes a king? Never wavers,
Do you understand?
never bends, never relies on others, and always defends his people. That's what makes a king.
Good stuff.
Hades is actually laughing out loud? I've
Yeah.
never seen this before!
I can't say I have either.
You and your daddy sitting there laughing at each other before he start beating your ass.
Right.
You remind me so much of someone I once knew. Is that so? That someone
A god needs no army,
was possessed of pure honesty.
nor to resort to betrayal. They need only themselves.
My younger brother. Poseidon, god of the seas.
Oh, deja blue over there.
As his older brother.
Oh, shit.
my obligation. I will not yield to a mere king of men. Hades, with his mighty spear, unleashes a single strike from that unique stance.
Flick of the wrist.
Oh, he gonna just whack.
That's how your grandma hit you
I was
with
just
her.
thinking about it. That's how my mom.
A crushing blow.
Whew.
Force of the Phoenix. Oh, this is bad. This is going to be countered with that technique again.
No, I wouldn't be so sure.
Oh, really? You ain't gonna be able to do it. That's too much force, man.
You can take this, king of men. It's no good. He's deflecting it.
Yeah, you gonna put some stank on it,
He giving it
then.
his all.
I am Hades.
Okay. And I love how these fools like to say who they is after you already heard their name. Wow. You gonna disrespect my man like that and flip over his body after you done slammed it. How do you like that?
You laid out on the floor, half dead.
I'm all sticky and wet. I must be covered in blood.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Wow.
Still intend to fight, you king of men.
Minor setback.
Boy, he taking off the blindfold. So he really finna show. Oh, they gotta pray for this man.
I mean, he messed up his good
shall we
blindfold.
continue?
It's literally on site.
King of Helheim.
It's on site. Let's go.
Now that's kingly behavior.
And you better not forget it. Just it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work.
To unleash his technique, Force of the Phoenix.
Force of the Phoenix. Ha ha. Okay, he scraped him a little bit, a little graze.
The force has got a lot of power.
Prepare yourself. Take his mighty spear. It's striking Qin Shi Huang once again.
Damn.
Deep, didn't it?
Girl.
Over.
Ooh, his eyes are glowing. The hell? Puff Magic Dragon?
Literally.
What did he have this morning? A breakfast burrito?
Some garlic and onion eggs.
Hey.
Armor form. Force of the Phoenix.
Force of the Phoenix. Ooh.
Shoulda ate your Cheerios.
What? The Michael Jackson twirl in the air.
Nah, for real. Ooh.
Damn. Gave him a little present too, though.
This dance isn't over yet.
King of Hell! Head on, huh? That's where I fight best. Now die!
Hatua!
I don't believe that was the one. I don't believe it was.
See you, lance form!
All up in his chest piece. That's that move Master Ugoy had did.
I like that.
Dragon talent!
The King of Hell likes the light body!
Ooh. Oh yeah.
That's impossible! I get it now. It's your breath.
It's
Use
horrendous.
your breath to expel a burst of air that struck a critical point and disrupted the flow of my technique.
You had chitlins with extra hot sauce the day
Very
prior.
impressive. I'd never thought a puff of air could do that.
And you smoked weed
I
with
can
Snoop
see
Dogg
them
a week
now.
ago.
Dwelling within you. Stars!
Ooh.
He disrupted the technique with a mass of air? What exactly does that mean?
All living things have a flow of chi within them. And within that flow of chi, there's always a linchpin. If even the slightest force strikes that linchpin,
he didn't got him.
Flow of chi preventing one's true power from being unleashed. Well, simply put, even the most lethal death blow you can possibly imagine can be made absolutely harmless using only the slightest gust of air.
Wow.
Perhaps a fixed target is one thing, but in the heat of battle, the linchpins must be shifting rapidly. You'd have an instant to sense it and hit the target. Can one do that?
Well, I'd love to say such a feat is impossible, but from what I can see, this king of the beginning might actually be able to pull it off.
I'd love to face him. Seems like my kind of opponent.
Yes.
Why do you look like Tanjiro's evil brother?
He
If it were me, I'd be like, "Where, bud?"
Yeah, well, I'd be like, kabam!
And I'd be like,
Like crazed.
I'd be like, bibblet, babblet, boop.
The flow of chi and its linchpins?
The linchpin is another name for what Qin Shi Huang calls the star. He aims for the star, strikes it with a puff of air, and disrupts the chi. That is the secret technique of the Shiyu style. Shiyu bow form.
Oh, he always doing some clean pose.
He got his hand behind his back.
I'm not sure I totally understand.
I don't know what he got, but he got it.
But wait, if Qin Shi Huang can see the stars, why was he covering his eyes?
Go. When one gains an extraordinary ability, they lose something in return.
His eyes?
That is the tragic nature of humanity.
Wow.
Huh?
What's wrong with him?
I don't know. He sounds constipated. Maybe it was something he ate. Ooh.
Qin Shi Huang is wounded! Right in the same spot where he struck Hades!
Oh, okay. So it's going to be one of those.
I hate fighting with these eyes of mine.
It's going to be a who can withstand it type of battle. The god or...
Who's going to tap out first from the same injury?
Take on and feel the pain of others. I can't fathom why you do that. Seems like quite the burden.
What a nice guy.
It is precisely because I know this pain that I am the world's greatest king.
That's right, man.
Tell us off.
Since
He's a
birth,
king.
he was the most cursed prince in history. In the year 260 BC,
this is stuff right here I'm talking about.
I don't mind it, though.
During the Battle of
I don't mind it.
Chang'an,
I'm going to let it
Qin
pass.
General Bai Qi had
I don't
all
like it.
of
It's
the
more
Zhao
action.
soldiers he had taken as prisoners buried alive.
It's probably my favorite fight so far.
According to the Shi Chi, the number buried was 450,000.
Goodness. It's a lot of
The
fertilizer.
following year, a Qin royal Zichu had a child with a dancing girl while he was held hostage in Zhao. Born in enemy territory, this child was Yin Zhang.
How
who would
adorable.
later become Qin Shi Huang. In 257 BC, Zichu returned to his homeland of Qin, but he did so alone, abandoned by his father at just 2 years old. His mother, Zhao Ji, had no interest in raising a child, and so, abandoned by his mother.
Good lord.
It appears that Prince Yingjiang is here in Hanta. They say he's the son of Prince Zichu.
What would you have us do with him?
Ying. That is none of my concern.
None of it.
King Zhaoshang of Qin invaded Zhao and laid waste to Handan, their capital city, abandoned by his country.
Wow, they put graffiti all over the wall now. The disrespect.
They don't get paid enough to care.
That's him.
I have returned from my outing.
Age 7.
How did I end up stuck guarding some Qin brat? What a shitty assignment.
Tell me about it. He doesn't even have any value as a hostage. If I had my way, I'd just kill him myself.
Damn.
By burying him alive.
I love burying people. Bury people more than Triple H.
Thank you so much for your service. For protecting my home.
What's with that weird grin? That kid gives me the fucking creeps.
He probably
Then
could
why
have
you
killed
in his
him.
face?
After the
Probably.
siege, Zhao still kept Ying Zhang as a hostage. He was forced to endure an entire country's hatred.
Oh boy, in
and
the
was
trenches.
kept under strict surveillance. An existence where he was never fully allowed to live, nor was he allowed to die.
Hey, who is this? Ninja Gaiden looking character.
So you must be Ying Zheng.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Okay, girl. See, now when I finally do get into a flashback.
See, I told you I was gonna get into it.
No, you're right. I'm not even gonna lie. If they had to choose any time to do it, that was probably the best time.
I mean, it's like they kind of did the same thing with Jack the Ripper as well. Like where they talked about him a little bit, and then they went into detail about his eyes and how they can see like certain colors and stuff. Yeah. But guys, that right there was episode 3 of Record of Ragnarok Part 3, man. So yeah, man, my boy Wong, man. Very interesting character. I like the fact that he does have like this noble backstory of him fighting for his people against this god or this demon that always required the kings to sacrifice their people. You know, this demon, he was literally sucking the blood off his fingers from the previous king's people. But you know, Wong, he was like, man, I ain't giving you nothing. You get this little claymation type character that I just made up in my backyard that consists of my cow's doo-doo. You can see how good that tastes. How about that? And then proceeded to whoop his ass for 6 days.
Imagine getting your ass beat for 6 days.
Right, molly-whopping him.
That's a long time.
Bam. Yeah, man, it was good. And the animation really just continues to impress me. And I'm always saying to myself, like, man, what if One Punch Man season 3 had this animation? It's like I can deal with this, you know. It's like did they even try with One Punch Man? But
I ain't even looked at One Punch Man season 3 yet.
The studio tried with this. They put their ankle up.
I can see they did try. Yeah, like I said, the more you go, the more you can see the improvements between season 1 and 2. So, and I'm not even gonna lie, this season is. I'm just not a backstory fan. Period. But honestly, this season has probably done the best job so far with that. They know when to do it versus right in the like. I don't know.
Yeah,
I despised how it happened in season 1, but
the season 1 it just kept interjecting.
It just kept going and it wouldn't stop. This one you actually get some good fight, and then you get, you know, honestly I should have expected that from that's just how this show is. It's going to be a backstory heavy show, and it actually in some cases that's probably a good thing.
Yeah,
that explains what kind of powers they have, what kind of backstory, why they believe they're so strong, why we might believe they may or may not win, you know. But all in all, I enjoyed this episode just because it was actually it might be one of my favorite fights so far, and I think he's probably my favorite character. I know I said that a few times, but I think he actually is, because I'm like, Jack the Ripper was my favorite, but you know, I'm still looking out for my boy Nikola Tesla, but you know, we gonna see.
It definitely makes us look forward to the later fights.
Yeah. No, it does. If we're gonna start off this strong, because it's supposed to be the last fight, to which I was like, bullshit, because you can't have 15 episodes with one fight on it. I ain't watching that. But, you know, we come to find out there's more people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does make you want to watch the future fights, yeah.
Yep. But anyways, guys, we ain't gonna hold y'all. We're gonna keep things moving and grooving over to episode 4. So let's say we go ahead and jump over to that now. Here we go.
You're younger than I thought you'd be.
Okay, Milk Mommy.
Pardon me, ma'am, but who might you be?
The name's Chun Yan. I make the rules around here from now on. Got that? Your fate is in my hands.
What?
Thanks.
Get a swipper.
This place is a dump. Although, it's good enough for the Qin family's hated royal brat.
Would you like some water? Is there something wrong?
Kids your age aren't supposed to act like this. They cry, they whine, they throw tantrums, but you're so damn polite, it's just creepy.
What's wrong with that?
I could,
Want a badass kid?
Is that better?
He's still smiling though.
Are you mocking me?
No.
Now, time to clean up. And you're going to help. You don't expect me to sleep in a filthy place like this, do you?
Understood.
Can you give me a deal if I buy them both?
How can I say no to you?
All these dudes probably think they got a chance with her or something.
Probably.
Hey, they're gonna be next in line to
And
hit.
they would be incorrect.
Really? If you want one, you can just ask.
I'd remember that face. Are you gonna eat both of these by yourself?
What, nigga?
What the house?
What the hell was that?
Get him.
Thank you so much, sir.
Not my child.
Really? Nigga, you gonna put that shit down?
This poor baby.
This is very delicious.
Isn't that the Qin Prince? I thought he was being held around here.
That's him, alright.
Y'all really hate a child?
Oh, because all their family members got buried alive because of him. Or to his family.
We kill him ourselves.
I'm feeling a bit tired. If it's all right with you, I'll go rest.
Wait!
Got scars all over his body. Is that what he got in the present time?
What happened to you? Did the townspeople do this to you?
Ever since I was young, if I see someone get hurt,
I get
or
hurt.
if they get really angry at me, these wounds appear.
Meritouch synesthesia is the neurological term for this. The symptoms can vary widely.
I swear to God, I'll cut you. No, you owe me.
In James' case, wounds he sees on others manifest as his own.
Damn.
His mind perceives that hatred as physical pain and creates sympathetic wounds.
I'm not even gonna lie. This is the coolest backstory.
That's worse than getting a whooping.
And the wounds always heal after a while, so...
Yeah, I knew he was gonna pass out.
Oh,
You're
Lord.
lying. The pain is so bad you can barely stand.
I understand why the Zhao people feel so much hatred towards me. I accept this pain as punishment.
Why aren't you angry? You should hate every single one of them. What happened to Chumping? You're not responsible for any of that. None of it.
None of it.
You don't deserve this. If you're angry, get angry. Stop trying to be so strong. Hiding your feelings like this is killing you.
I can't do that. Don't you understand? I am the child of a murderous nation. A cursed child.
You're wrong. Children are not responsible in any way for the sins of their parents. It's not
At all.
You're a good boy. Everyone whose path you cross.
But it's the first time I really watched this and just really felt something.
These scars are proof of your sweetheart. You're allowed to live your life.
There you go.
However you want to.
There you go.
Say it louder for the people in the back, please.
My life how
Make them believe.
I want.
That's right, Yingzhen. It's okay. Let it out. You cry as much as you need to.
Let that thing out, y'all. Don't just hold it in. Let it out. Go to therapy. Get you some help. Let it out.
That day, for the first time in his life, Ying Zhang expressed his emotions.
I thought that maybe covering your eyes with this headband might ease the pain.
Oh. That's why I nigga stopped giving a fuck.
Xinyan, you made this for me?
This is
I
the
know,
cleanest
yeah.
explanation they have had.
Right? Because if you can't see what's looking at you, hey, why should you even care?
Oh, thank you. I'll wear it forever.
Ying Zhang began to laugh and smile. Growing into
That's what
a
y'all
truly
deserve.
happy child. Ying
Somebody
Zhang
finna
ever
murk his mom. Don't even tell me
Man, she probably found him.
However,
Oh.
2 years later,
However,
Zichu, who had abandoned Yin Zhang, was named the new king of Qin. Overnight, Yin Zhang became the crown prince and was allowed to return to Qin.
Hey, Chunyan, is there anything I can say to change your mind?
Please
My
stay.
whole life is built here
I love
in
you.
Zhao. I can't just abandon everything and become a Qin citizen, right?
Come on, cheer up. You're prince.
Damn.
You can't go around looking so glum.
Ooh, damn. Right in the oodle, not the horse. I said, fuck everything. All must go.
Who are these guys? You dare attack the crown prince of Zin?
What's going on? Despite being a hostage, all this time you've been under the protection of the Zhao King. Now that you're leaving, this is the last chance for those who wish to get their revenge.
It's my fault.
It's on site.
Oh Lord.
Chunyan! Stand down. I'll fight them.
Please do.
You really are a prince.
Damn.
You're still just a kid, so stay out of the way.
Wow.
Please do not die, lady. Okay? You're probably my favorite female character from this whole show.
Man, they got her a little bit. She got cut on the back.
This is all my fault.
Watch out, girl. Fuck. Not Chang Yin.
I can't deal with this at all ever in my life.
Chang Yin, shake back, girl. It's just a flesh wound. Fuck, not across the titties.
Ma'am, you ain't never had to really earn your salary like that until today. And the first time you got to earn it.
Oh, with the headlock. Twisted.
You dare come near me.
Crush this man's skull. Okay.
Why? Why would you do this?
I knew it couldn't last.
I've been keeping secret from you.
She was probably sent to kill him originally.
I once had a son of my own, actually.
Oh.
His name was Chunlo. He would have been about the same age as you are if he was still here. He's gone now. Buried alive. In the Changping incident.
Damn.
Along with the captive soldiers.
And she never blamed him.
I had no reason to live. Then I heard they were going to hire a caretaker to look after the Qin war. I had to see for myself what the Qin prince looked like.
Yeah, she probably was going to come kill him.
I thought I could strangle you right there on the spot with my bare hands. But then, none of that seemed to matter anymore. I thought, if a kid like you, who understands other people's pain, can become a king, then maybe this piece of shit world actually had a chance to change for the better. The way the kindness in your heart was able to change me. And become the greatest king the world has ever known.
I will. I swear it. I'll be the greatest king.
If you feel sad, remember, it's okay to cry.
Please don't go.
Premium real estate backstory, y'all.
Oh my god. Get the fuck out the way.
Where have you been hiding? Come now. Let Mama take a look at you.
Oh.
Okay. Mama.
What'd I tell you?
Else in the chat for Chong Yin, y'all.
Chunyan.
After that, Yin Zhang was returned safely to Shanyang, the capital of Qin. July 6, 247 BC. Yin Zhang was only 12 years old when Zichu died and he ascended the throne of Qin.
You just watch.
Yeah, my boy looked like it.
No, we shall walk this path, Junior. Together.
25 years later, Yin Zhang became Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor in history to rule over all of China.
That's so sad.
Bruh.
He was able to endure such unique pain in an environment of hatred and survive countless battles in war-torn lands. Every bit of suffering helped him to develop the power to be able to see linchpins of Qi, or what he calls stars. Yes, all of it has been to fulfill his promise.
Do you actually believe yourself to be a greater king than I?
As the king of Helheim, there's no doubt you're strong. But I made a promise to be the greatest king.
The greatest.
And I intend to keep that promise.
Keep it then.
So I absolutely refuse to be defeated
Do it for her.
anyone.
Do it for her. Lord.
Unbelievable! The king of Helheim!
This is gonna have to be the end of this episode. I can't do it. Cause now my girl done died, and I don't have no sense of direction. I don't know what to do.
No sense of direction.
The 10th Valkyrie, Alvatur. Her hidden power goes by the name Defender of the Army.
Hey,
girl.
Defender.
When his air bullets hit these so-called stars, they weaken the attacker's incoming strike and break their defense.
Well, weaken his ass in the process.
All of that is only possible because of his exceptional defensive strength, which is indeed worthy of admiration.
Not you too! Armies! Isn't there something you can do about these two airborne?
It's difficult to say. You see, in the midst of combat, the deadliest attack there is the one you can't see.
Right under the booty cheek.
There is no defense against
right up under it.
Why it look like it's holding itself out like
only you would
twerking
say
on his
something
face.
like that.
Imagine not knowing you're hit until it's too late. It's actually an unavoidable attack.
Hey! Are you saying he has no chance of winning? We're talking about Hades, king of the underworld. He never loses!
It's true, in a fight no one can match Hades in speed, power, and combat experience. But this is no ordinary fight, and he is no ordinary human. He has sacrificed his own body and spirit to put himself on equal ground with Hades.
He did. He did that.
I will say one thing about humans. They are a true mystery.
They are. Gotta
You
bleed.
made a promise, did you? Fine. For I too made an oath I plan to uphold.
Okay, nigga, show me what you got.
Hades is on the move again!
Rissa White. Bird.
He has a spinning shield! He's completely countered the air bullets! Oh, he's evading the attack!
Uh-oh.
You done told all your business now.
What? The hell?
I already knew where this is going. You done shown the whole backstory and told us all your business.
Poof.
You can't block what you can't see. It's impossible to completely avoid his attacks. You won't even know you've been hit until it's too late.
What power?
Halberd for waiting mood of the White Tiger!
What? I don't owe you shit but the bottom of my kicks.
Even the power of the King of Helheim can stand up to the cataclysmic kicks of the King of Death! It's quite impressive for a mere human to come this far.
I expected that attack to finish this.
Ooh, huh.
This is going to be fun.
Oh, yes. Oh, guys. Another banger of an episode, man.
That really was. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's probably the best episode of this whole series.
Right.
That's saying a lot for me because I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I hate the show. But that right there was premium real estate. In the words of Jacqueline from WWE, premium real estate.
Real estate, man. Yeah, it was really good, man. Like, I just enjoyed seeing the backstory and seeing one of the people that actually inspired this guy, which was Chon Young, this woman who essentially lost her child due to all the unnecessary war and death that was going on, with particularly pertaining to Wong's family, who loves to bury people alive underground and stuff like that, you know. She initially wanted to see what this kid, you know, the progeny of this murderous group looked like and figure out if she wanted to strangle him or not.
She couldn't do it?
Yeah, see,
he was too kind and polite. That should teach y'all ass right there. I gotta be careful how I say this. Maybe if you raise your kids to be kind, people will want to be kind to them.
Exactly.
Instead of strangle their ass.
Right.
Okay. I don't even like kids.
It's like, this is
but
the
I
best
like him.
kid. He is. He's kind. He's modest. He doesn't have TikTok brain. Like, he just has everything that you would want in a kid.
You know, but she had to teach him. Hey, all that nice stuff is nice. You can't let people run and walk all over you. And once he finally got that out of his system, he was like the perfect little boy.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like she became a mom again.
That's all she wanted in the first place.
Exactly.
And that's all I was calling her. Like, that's basically his mom. Because his real mom said and disappeared.
Right.
You know?
It's great, man.
And I'm not even gonna lie. I can't blame her because she probably didn't want to deal with no baby attached to all that.
Right.
So, you know, again, I enjoyed this episode the most out of probably any of the episodes of Record of Ragnarok that I've ever watched, to be quite honest. I feel like his mom, his caretaker, she's my favorite female character in this whole show. I don't care.
Yeah, you know, she has a nice side profile too with the.
Now that's not what I was worried about.
The utters of moo.
I wasn't worried about that part. But you know, just the way that she was able to restrain herself from killing him up front
while being caked up.
Assess the situation and say, this boy needs some guidance. You know, she was able to give him that.
She was.
Supply him with what he really needed. Some love.
Right, because at first,
piece of love and affect.
She just seemed like a shrewd type of woman, you know, but her maternal instinct started to kick in when she saw how the villagers were treating him. And the villagers were just patiently waiting to get that get back once it was all said and done, which unfortunately she saw the brunt of that, you know, like it's just one of those things.
Murked on the side of the road. They couldn't even make it to town where they was going.
They couldn't. Shit, they was getting arrows. And
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I felt a little crazy though, because I was like, now girl, you was bodyguard and whatnot. Now this is the first time you done really had to earn your keep. Now she had been keeping him from the villagers.
Right.
That's not lost on me. But then, you know, the first time we seen you have to really get down, you got down, but not in a good way. Because you never got back up.
Exactly.
Amen. And so the problem I have is, did she get too comfortable being a mom figure? I mean, she did have the instinct to know some bullshit was finna go down right before it happened. But, you know, rest in peace for her. And, you know, I'm curious to see where this is gonna go. Because I usually hate backstories and all this and that. But I would say for this episode, the last two episodes, but especially this one, it's like, you know what, Record of Ragnarok, if you keep this up, I'll forgive you.
And once again, too, I think it's the way it's implemented, because the thing that we hated about the first one, it's like, it didn't matter what the character did. They would take a step and the narrator would just go into a backstory or some kind of exposition. Like
the reason why he took a step was because if he breathes in his left nostril and
Right.
it comes out of his right nostril, and then when you turn around,
yeah, it's like we barely had any fight like with the first episode or so, because they kept going into detail about everything a person did or said, the weapon they brought out. But this one right here, it just, okay, we give you the fight, we give you a good chunk of the fight, we go into backstory, we keep it right there until we're ready to finish, and then we take you back to the fight. You know, that's what I like about season
and
2
it's
and
some good
season
fight,
3.
you know, some good fighting, not no, you know.
Yeah, this is a very fluid and kinetic fight. There's not a lot of freeze frames and stuff like that to cut corners.
It is.
It's pretty much frame by frame.
I'm telling y'all, step up, even from season 2. So I'm pretty sure you already know this is getting an S from me.
Oh yes, definitely gets an S from me for both episodes. So yeah, but
Supreme.
Yeah.
Super. No, I'm gonna start giving myself a P for premium real estate.
There you go. SP. Is there anything else that you wanted to add to it before we take it on out?
Merry Christmas. Although the next time you see me react to this, I'll probably also be wearing Christmas gear, but Merry Christmas.
Oh yeah. Y'all know how she get down. She really goes all out when it comes to Christmas stuff. But yeah, man, that's going to do it for us. We hope you guys enjoyed this reaction, because as always, we have a blast reacting to these things with you and for you, even when we don't enjoy the actual episodes. But, you know, we enjoyed these episodes.
We did enjoy this one.
Yeah. But if there's anything we may have missed or got misconstrued, please, by all means, provide the proper context in the comment section below without spoiling us on things to come. But this is your boy RBG with my lovely wife Johnny Lee. We ain't seen the reactions. We'll catch you guys next time for some more Record of Ragnarok Part 3. Peace.